From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode,
Courtney KINCAID has some timely information to help you and your business succeed.
Looking for ways to save on your energy bills? AES Indiana has you covered. From smart thermostats to home energy assessments, we offer simple solutions to keep your home comfortable and your costs down. AES can help you save money and energy with kits, tips, rebates, and more. Visit aesindiana.com/ways to save to learn more about how we can help you save money. AES Indiana, helping you discover real ways to save.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com. This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities, Accounting and Bookkeeping.
You have asked me to talk about, what we see for the future year and what businesses can prepare for as it relates to accounting. And I'd love to have a crystal ball and be able to tell you. We are into a new administration at both the federal and state level, which means there are some sweeping promises right now. As we all know, this is going to stretch out. What is promised might not actually be the end result, and somewhere usually in the middle is where we end up. And so as small business owners and entrepreneurs are thinking about what they can do to prepare, what we really encourage them to do from the Indiana CPA Society's perspective is if they don't have a CPA, whether that is a public accounting firm that they're working with, or if their CFO is not a CPA, you might want to think about getting help from an advisor. This is going to be potentially radical change, and we all know change is very difficult for people. From the perspective of just what's going to happen in the tax environment here locally, to what's going to happen with supply chain on a federal level, there are many considerations to take into account. And so working with someone who can do some forecasting, who has some experience with change, would be extremely helpful. Now, I would caution to have some patience. We're also heading into personal filing season. And so February through April are extremely busy for CPAs in the tax area as they file individual returns. Year-end returns for businesses don't necessarily align, which is good because it'll give you some opportunity to, wait through this busy season, see what happens in the new year, and then make sure that you're engaging with a professional who can say, hey, here's where we ended up at the end of the state session. Here's how things are looking. These are things that have been renewed. We have some credits that are up for expiration. Will those be renewed by the federal government? What other sweeping changes might we encounter? And how are they going to be implemented, and when are they going to be implemented? And so these are all moving pieces, but it's important to remember not everything is effective the moment it passes, and not everything is effective forever. Some things have expiration. And so working with a professional, a CPA in particular, to understand how that might influence your balance sheet is really critical. It's also a good reminder to know that businesses pay estimated taxes. And so sometimes it's necessary to file extensions as these changes are coming through because we don't know how it'll be implemented, or if it'll be a look back, which means it would go back in time, or if it will be effective starting next year. So sometimes what your practitioner will do is ask you to file an extension. That's not because they're too busy to look at your situation or anything of that nature, right? It's trying to give themselves time to have everything kind of put into place so they know what is best and how to advise you.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities Podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunities Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.